same hour, was there a great earthquake?
In the same hour, there was a great earthquake. Now, the thing that's going to cause that great earthquake are these nuclear missiles. All right, the scriptures tell you. The scriptures tell you that the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard, man. It tells you 200 million nuclear warheads is going to hit America, man. All right, so there's going to be a global earthquake when that happens. So that's that great earthquake that it's talking about, right? When the missiles hit, that's when those men that it's talking about is getting beamed up. All right? Right in the nick of time, too, man. These people going to bug the hell out. So you're going to see this. Only people going up is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The dreads of this society, man. The people that every nation sits on, man.
And the 10th part of the city fell.
Yeah, the 10th part of the city is talking about the entire country of America. All right? Going into the zip codes from 0 to 9 is 10 parts of the country. Keep going.
And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Meaning the complete number of people is going to be destroyed when this destruction happens. Everybody that's in the soils of America that are not Israelites, that are not part of the elect, that didn't get beamed up in those chariots, they're going to die. All right?
And the remnant were frightened.
Yeah, so and we're going to be afraid, man. Because we're going to narrowly miss that destruction, man. The missiles going to be coming. Oh, shit, man. Is the chariots coming? You're going to be nervous, man. You might be shaking this like, shit, man. Hey, man, where the chariots at? And right before that shit explodes, that's when that tractor beam gonna come up and suck you up, man.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Yeah, and see what? Those UFOs, the so-called UFOs, all right? Which we know them as the chariots of Israel, the chariots of God, all right? The clouds of heaven. Keep going.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Yeah, and these people gonna bug out. You don't see people get abducted by so-called UFOs, especially niggas and spics,
right?
As we known in this society. Oh, well, God is coming to save these low-life niggers.
Right.
These niggas that live in the fucking ghetto. God's really dealing with these people.
That's right.
It's in the mind of the so-called white man and all these other nations. We can't be God's chosen people, right?
Right.
We the lowest people in society. Right? When you go to the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American neighborhoods, there's a bunch of drugs, murders going on. You know? You gonna say something?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the damn movie. It's with Nicolas Cage.
War of the Worlds.
No, with Nicolas Cage when he had his daughter. I think it was his daughter and the other child. They was chosen. Basically, they was going into the scriptures.
I got it.
Knowing. Yeah. Basically, he was trying to. They had would look like angels. I mean, look like aliens, but really they were angels coming in their chariots, and they delivered only certain people. And they said you can't bring your family with you. And as they delivered them, you see a whole lot of fire come. Basically, America was set on fire, which they get from the scriptures. That just goes to show that these scriptures are true. You know, they know about the prophecy. These directors, you know, the elites, they know who the true Lord's people are, and they know what's going to come to pass.
Cosmic slop.
Yeah.
Hey, Cosmic, I was watching it the other day. I didn't send it to y'all, Salaki, but it was Cosmic
that's
Slop.
in 89.
And basically, if anybody knows about that movie, it's the Space Traders, the first, it's like the Tales from the Crypt type thing. And one of the episodes of it is called Space Traders. The Space Traders, basically what they did was they wanted all the blacks and Negroes from America.
That color.
Yeah, but they had to be a certain color brown. And they only wanted them. And so they was like, we're going to give you gold, we're going to they turned the Statue of Liberty to gold, we're going to erase your debt, clean all your society up. We just want these people. But they didn't tell them why they wanted the people. So I ain't gonna give it away, but when you watch it, you kind of see what happened. I'll send y'all the link after this.
So I have cousins that are mixed. They're half Native American, half white.
Well, it depends on what your father is. Get numbers 1 to 18 real quick. Because if your mom is a so-called black woman or a Native American woman or a so-called Hispanic woman, and your father's a so-called white man, you're an Edomite. All right?
It comes from the fathers?
Yeah, it's all according to the seed.
Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, he's a so-called Jew. He's an Edomite, right? Y'all, you and Lenny Kravitz are the same nation, despite his skin color.
It's Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families.
So they declared their lineage after their families. Keep going.
By the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers. That's what determines what nation you come from, where your forefathers go back to. Which is why one of the brothers said, you better hope and pray that you are Israelite.
Your father's
You better hope your father's line goes back to one of those 12 men. Because if not, after this country is destroyed, you're going to go into slavery, all right? These people that we're going to rule the next world. We're going to subjugate all non-Israelite nations. We got to force these laws upon them. They don't keep these laws.
Subjugate these 9 tribes?
No, these 12 tribes are going to subjugate every other nation on the earth. The Chinese, man, the Japanese, the so-called white people, all right? The Africans, so-called Polynesians, all right? Those Hamitic people that live in Africa. So we're going to force our ways upon you, all right? Just like the so-called white man goes around the world and forces his ways upon other nations. But the way the so-called white man lives is wicked. The difference between us and him, we gonna rule in righteousness with these laws and statutes and commandments that was provided to us by Yahweh. All right? Bring it out, bro.
Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yeah, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So the people, they're gonna be happy and excited that the Israelites are ruling over them, man. So we're gonna deal with them fairly, all right? We ain't gonna go steal their land and give them a huge loan just to take their resources, which is what the IMF does. They loan the country money, then that country can't pay it back, then they start taking their resources, taking the farms, the rivers, all right? We ain't gonna be dealing like that. We ain't gonna set up no coup in your country to overthrow your government, all right?
It says, but when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Showing you that the so-called white man is the wicked, the whole earth is mourning, man. And everybody's mad at the so-called white man. That's how he runs things, man.
I'm gonna say right quick, bro. It's funny because you look at the animal world, and even the animal world is like leaving their natural habitation. Birds falling out the sky, sea animals coming, beaching themselves.
Yep.
You know, just weird stuff like that going on. That just shows you that the earth is mourning.
Didn't this devil just cause a big oil spill in Cali somewhere?
Yeah.
And it caused a lot of fish and seals and stuff to get washed up on the shore, man. That's this devil's dealings, man. That's how he gets down, man. Destroying the earth.
In San Francisco, they got a problem with seals that actually go into the city, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really, you go to the pier and you see all them seals like by the pier. Well, they got seals that end up in the hills, like in the city and shit. And they gotta like help the seal because they say that the seals they're trying to find food somehow, man. They end up going to the goddamn neighborhood, get stuck in the gutter. So the whole world is all jacked up.
Pit bull.
That's something to go what you was talking about the heathens, how they're gonna uphold our laws in the kingdom. It's Micah chapter 4, verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains.
The mountain of the house of the Lord is talking about the government, all right? The house of the Lord is talking about the nation of Israel. It's where the temple, all right?
And it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it.
And it shall be exalted above the hills, meaning we're going to be the top nation on the earth. We're going to be above all these other governments, all right? Overseeing what they do, making sure that they run in their land and their country correctly, in the correct manner. With these laws right here. We're going to be the police of the earth, basically, the judges of the earth, as the Most High intended us to be from the beginning.
Right.
Keep going.
And many nations shall come and say, come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to be the house of the Most High power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths.
That's right.
For the law shall go forth of Zion and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
The law shall go forth from Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Meaning we're going to push these laws across the four corners of the earth. So when the Most High made this place, there was a certain way that things has to be done so the earth can sustain life. All right? When you break that balance, everything gets all out of whack. That's why you got, like the brothers was going into, whales beaching themselves, dolphins beaching themselves. All right? Mass bird die-offs, mass fish deaths, because the balance of the earth is out of whack because the so-called white man's in rulership, all right? He doesn't rule this place according to the laws that's in his Bible, all right? Every law in the Bible the so-called white man breaks. Every single one, all right? Keep going.
And he shall judge among my many people.
Yeah, we shall judge among many people. Keep going.
And rebuke strong nations afar off.
Keep going.
And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks.
That's right. That's going to be another reason why all these nations are going to be elated when we get in the rulership. Because there ain't going to be no more wars. Pruning hooks is stuff you use for cultivating crops.
Like a
Hoes and shovels.
It's like also like
Everything.
So it's like a long stick with a hook on it that you pull fruit off trees with. That's what it's gonna be used to work instead of spears, which is killing.
Yep.
Like King Tut, you
Weapons
holding
gonna
on
be
to like a hook and a rod.
I don't think that's a pruning hook though.
I don't know what I can't tell you.
Read that part again.
God.
That's a heavy point right there, man.
Right.
'Cause that's what all these nations want anyway. That's what everybody wants. So they want world
They're
peace.
real peace, yeah.
World peace, you know. They don't want to. We want the wars to stop. Well, if you want the wars to stop, you got to put the Israelites in power.
All
All
right.
right.
First, you gotta get rid of so-called white man
Yep.
to do that, because he's a tyrant on the earth.
And verse 3, and he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off.
Yep.
And they shall beat their swords into
They
plowshares.
shall beat their swords into plowshares. So the instruments that they have for killing, they're gonna make those into things for agriculture, right?
And
Which means you ain't gonna go to war. You ain't got no weapons,
Right.
you know. And there's gonna be no reason to fight each other because these people gonna be ruling.
that's right.
All right.
Rejoicing, like you said in Proverbs.
Yep. If you got a dispute with another nation, you're gonna have to go to the Israelites to get that situation resolved. All right. We're gonna judge between the good and the evil, man. Keep going.
And their spears into pruning hooks.
Yep.
Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation.
Yeah, you ain't gonna. It's gonna be peace in the Middle East. You know, China and Japan ain't gonna be having tension with each other. You know. Keep going.
Neither shall they learn war anymore.
Yeah, so they ain't gonna learn war. All right. It's gonna get to a point where the generations after a few generations,